99.1 The Ranch, Simi Valley Country, and that is our in-studio guest, Magnolia Drawl. That was a song called BFF. We have in studio Mary White and Shellie Dorman, who are the BFFs of the song. Hi, Mary. Hi, Shellie.
Hey, how you doing?
Great. How
Thanks
are you doing?
We're glad to be here.
Glad to have you along, too. Yeah, great. Glad you could make it here. It's always fun to see you guys.
Yeah.
You too. I've seen you guys play so many times, and it's fun to have you guys in studio.
I know, it's exciting. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. So I want to kind of start off because, as we know, you played for a long time as the Mary White Band.
Yes.
And so then you became a full-fledged band, Magnolia Drawl. So tell me a little bit about that transition. What led to that, and how did that all come about?
Well, the CD that we just finished, there's a couple of songs on there that our guitar player, Mr. Hugh Klein, wrote, and so it would be really weird for a DJ to play one of his songs and say that's the Mary White Band. So we wanted to have a band, and I've always wanted to have a band and a unit,
Right.
you know, that as well, you know. And
Right.
then Shellie, you're playing with Dave, our drummer.
Yeah, I've known the drummer and another guitar player who's in the band now, Paul Jacques, for over 20 years.
Yeah.
We've been in and out of bands together, and I said, you need to check this thing out because it's really happening. The material's really good, and I think you'll like it. So
did you actually add new members to the band as you were becoming a band?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. So then that makes total sense.
We
Now.
were using sub players
Completely.
before then.
Yeah, it's kind of like two players were playing together, Hugh and I, and then Shellie and Dave were playing together. So then we joined forces, and we added our brand new guitar player, Paul Jacques. He's just been with us since May.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. So did you find when you first started out, was there any sort of like brand confusion as to, who's Magnolia Drawl? That's Mary White.
Yeah, people are starting to, figure it out, Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Good. Well, that's good to see. And you got a new record that's called Try a Little Harder. It just came out. I remember when this came out, actually.
I know. You were at the CD release party. That was great that you came. Thanks so much.
Yeah, you had it at the, was it Burbank Elks?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a lot of fun that night. I showed up a little bit late, but you guys were, rocking into the late hours.
Oh, we had a great time. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the reaction been to the music?
It's been great. Really, really wonderful. We're getting a lot of radio play on a lot of radio stations, and we're getting we're on Spotify too, so we get streamed all over the world. Like we've got some fans in Brazil, and we've got some people in Ohio and Texas. Of course, I'm from Texas, so we got a lot of friends out there as well.
I was actually born in Texas.
Oh, you are?
I was.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, where at?
Waco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My brother lives in Temple.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was born in Corpus, actually.
See, you can always tell a Texan.
There you go.
But you can't tell them much. Don't you?
I actually consider myself a Louisianan because that's where I grew up.
Oh, yeah.
Louisiana.
Right on.
Yeah, so still a Southern girl.
Yeah, the Creole.
Right here.
Yeah, you're an LA girl.
Yeah.
You're a
The
California
Valley.
girl.
I am an original Valley girl.
Oh, there you go.
San Fernando Valley, born and raised.
Excellent. Well, let's talk about the record a little bit as far as how long did it take you to record and what was that process like?
Well, I'm a music producer and engineer, and so thank God I had it, in my home and was able to do a lot of this stuff. So it was a process of about 3 years, 2 or 3 years, just in and out, and we recorded some stuff and we didn't like it and then redid it, So
Yeah. Was that just due to scheduling around everybody's?
yeah, everybody's schedule. Yeah.
Very cool. Good. So how was that? I want to think about how the album was envisioned as you first started it and then how it wound up. What was the difference between those two visions?
Some songs didn't actually make it to the album,
Mm-hmm.
good songs, but weren't, the songs that we wanted to have, and so,
What I saw happen in the studio was Mary, would have an idea of the way that, she envisioned the song to be. And then when you bring in the individual players, it ends up taking on a life its own. Whatever that individual player will put into that song becomes part of them.
Right.
You know what I mean? So whatever she heard, and then she'd be like, oh, I would have never thought of that. Let's keep that in there. So it all kind of morphed with getting the band members in there and together and working on the album as a whole. You know what I mean? So it kind of morphed into actually Magnolia Drawl, and what every one of us represents
Right.
as a piece of this band.
Which is kind of great, actually, because you've got a song, but then you've got 4 individual viewpoints.
Souls, yeah, their souls and personalities were able to, be documented on the record, so yeah.
Right. And did you give any thought when you were writing as far as how they would sound being live, playing them live and things like that? Did that enter into it at all?
Only when I don't really normally do fades, because when you fade a song, you eventually have to end it when you perform it. You know what I mean? So that's
yeah. So you did it with the ending.
With an ending in mind. Yeah.
Excellent stuff. Great. And what's your favorite song to play from the record?
Oh, well, we just released California Cowgirl, and we're doing a music video on that. So that's kind of our, we love them all. We love playing them all. So but right now, that's our favorite.
Very cool. We're going to have you do that one live here in just a minute.
Okay.
We're going to go take a quick break, and when we come back, we're actually going to have you play live. We'll talk about that video, and we've got some live performances that we want to talk about as well. So it's all coming up here in just a minute. Pushing some buttons here. Can't see it. I'm back here in the background somewhere. This is not going where I want it to go, but we'll get there. Anyways, so we're Magnolia Drawl, and I'm just killing time here. Where's that mouse? I'm looking for the mouse. Oh, there we go.
You can find the cat, you can find the mouse, right?
There we go. I just found it. Life is good. All right, we'll be back with Magnolia Drawl here on 99.1 The Rant, Simi Valley Country.
Oh my
God. I'm messing up your whole groove here.
Yeah. No, it's not that. I was like, I had it somehow because this little changer goes between this one, and this one. So whenever we work on whichever computer, we have to switch it.
You got a lot of buttons to That's all right. It's all authentic. That's all that matters, right?
Exactly.
That's what we always say about us is we're authentic, and if anything messes up, no one got hurt. So it's just.
Laser skin treatments, Botox, dermal fillers, acne treatment.
Yeah, so we're going to do our little, we're non-commercial, so we actually do sponsorships as opposed to advertising.
Oh, okay, right on, cool.
We can't do like call to action on the air and stuff like that. And that will bring too much a real radio station.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Well, you got a big fan base. I know a lot of our fans love you guys.
Yeah, it seems like everybody at the Palace listens, so that's pretty good.
Well, we live up in Canyon Country. I can believe I got it because you don't get where I'm at. You don't get any radio stations.
Right.
And it came right up.
Yeah. I used to work at Lancaster, and I remember driving up that way. There's like nothing up there.
Really? Yeah.
When you hit that 14 and you started in 14 and Lancaster, like, yeah.
Oh, I forgot to turn my phone off.
I did too, but it's in my bag.
Well, I think
Did you work a radio station out there?
I did. I worked at Hot 97 way back in the day.
Wow, I remember that station.
Yeah, it was like a long, long time ago. That was when I first moved out here.
Really?
Yeah. So.
Offering an alternative to ER and urgent care.
Okay, so when we come back, this thing is in the way. I'm trying to push it up here, and I keep pushing it in the frame. All right, so we're back in like 10 seconds. And we are back, 99.1 The Ranch. I'm Diana DeVille. It's Daytime with Diana, and my in-studio guest today, Mary White, Shellie Dorman from Magnolia Drawl. And they're going to do a song for us today. In fact, you're going to do, which one?
California Cowgirl.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
so let's hear this.
1, 2, 3. She was raised in Longview, Texas, but her head said, I need more. So she packed up all she owned in a 1944, and she drove across the state line just as fast as she could go, till her truck broke down in LA, and now that's where she calls home. She's a California cowgirl. She says out like a sore thumb. She says, howdy, how y'all doing? And some folks just think she's dumb, but she traded in that old Ford truck for a brand new Mercedes-Benz. She's a California cowgirl. The country, yeah, country, it's where her heart is. to Beverly Hills. She said, where the heck is Rodeo Drive? So they sent her back over the hill. She's a California cowgirl. She sticks out like a sore thumb. She says, howdy, hey, y'all doing? And some folks just think she's dumb. But she traded in that old Ford truck for a brand new Mercedes-Benz. She's a California cowgirl. The country, yeah, country, it's where her heart is. This is my favorite verse. Well, her diet used to consist of biscuits and gravy and some grits. Now she's eating California rolls, but says the sushi tastes like. She's a California cowgirl. She sticks out like a sore thumb. She says, howdy, hey, y'all doing? And some folks just think she's dumb. But she traded in that old Ford truck for a brand new Mercedes-Benz. She's a California cowgirl. The country, yeah, country, it's where her heart is. She's a California cowgirl. The country, yeah, country, it's where her heart is.
Very nice. Yeah. Magnolia Drawl.
That's
there,
for all the
fellas.
California cowgirls out there.
Yeah,
You know who you are.
I
You're
love
one
it.
of them.
I am indeed, yes. I always say you can take the girl out of the South, but you can't take the South out of the girl.
That's for sure.
Yeah, very good. You know, and that brings us to a new question too, because I've noticed, you know, since I've kind of gotten into the country music scene, that you know, at first it kind of seemed like it was a bit of an underground thing here in California, but then you go to the shows and you see all these people coming out of the woodwork loving the country music. What's your
Oh, yeah.
perspective on that?
California country, it's
Yeah.
pretty big.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They love their country out here.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's something about going to a show and just seeing live music and just. Do you feel that you guys kind of feed off the energy from the crowd when you play?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We totally feed off
For
that.
sure. They're
Yeah.
like a plug.
Yeah.
We plug into them like an
And
outlet.
We got to give
Mhm.
it up to our fans too. We got a very large fan base, and
Yes, you
we
do.
love them so much because they are so supportive of us.
Mhm.
I don't care what we ask them to do, like this video, come out to the middle of the desert.
Right.
Okay, we get as many people as we could get out in the middle of the desert. It's 120. You know, pack an ice chest and bring some beer or whatever for the band.
Yeah.
And it happens.
And they learned this line dance.
dance,
We have a
yes.
line dance called the Magnolia Crawl.
Oh, okay,
For that,
cool.
for that song.
Very
yeah,
nice,
So
yeah.
They are
They are very
very.
supportive.
we
So I
love
just want to
them.
give a shout out to
Yeah.
all the fans and everybody that helps us supports us and comes out to shows and we love them.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be anything without them.
We're so blessed.
Excellent. And I want to hear more about this video because we did want to talk about that a little bit. Out in the desert, huh?
Acting, really.
Yeah.
It was hot out there,
Oh,
though.
yeah.
Semi-desert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Shelley's brother is in the movie industry,
Yeah.
so we were blessed to.
He's a Key Grip.
Yeah. Okay.
Dorman Grip is his company, and he actually directed it. And
Yeah, he got an amazing team of people that he works with, and it's just we're so blessed. We got one of our fans that actually financed it,
Yeah.
invested
Oh,
into
wow.
it, so they
Very
gave us
cool.
some money to do it, and then so we're just getting. It's going to be. I think it's going to look great
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
budget that we have is going to
Yeah.
be like a movie.
Yeah.
it was all very professional, professionally lit.
Yeah.
Cameras, everything. I mean, it's it's an amazing process for what we actually spent on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want
Yeah.
to give it up to my brother Steve
Right.
Dorman too for
Shout out.
helping
Yeah.
us out with that.
And in case you don't know what a grip is, that's the guy that does all the heavy lifting, pushing
Yeah.
everything around,
Yeah.
putting it in the right
Yeah.
place, all that kind of
Lighting,
stuff. It's very
yeah.
important. Yeah. Yeah, good. So is everything completely done on it?
We got a few more shots left.
Yeah.
And then hopefully the end of October, maybe beginning of November would be
Yeah.
nice.
Done with it.
Very
Yeah.
cool. Good. Good. Well, I wish you luck on that.
Thank you.
And
Thank
then
you.
coming up, you've got some live performances. I know you're doing the Harvest Festival out this weekend. So tell us a little bit about that. How'd you get on that, Bill? And
Yeah, we were doing the Harvest Festival Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
We're going to be there. The times are, I I think it starts at like 11. You can go to their website,
Right.
harvestfestival.com, and
Okay.
see our schedule there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
so that'll be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and that's always a good time.
Yeah.
We enjoy
And you're
that.
playing all 3 days.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Wow.
We've got
Marathon.
October 12th. We're doing Hart Park in Santa Clarita.
Okay.
Playing out there.
Yeah.
And then, of course, our favorite, one of our favorite places is the Cowboy Palace.
Yay, it's one of my
That's
favorites,
October
too.
19th.
Great.
And Monrovia.
And we do a Taste of Monrovia October 21st. All that
Wow.
can be found on our website, magnoliadrawl.com.
Okay, good. That was my next question. Where do people find out about you and if they want to know more? MagnoliaDrawl.com?
Magnolia Drawl
Magnolia
with an
Drawl.
L.
I am going to get this word right. You would think me, I would be able to get this right. Drawl, and
Yeah, you got to draw.
I keep getting hung up on it every time I say it. MagnoliaDrawl.com.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
there we go.
Shellie actually came up with the name.
Yeah, I like
Tell
it.
that story.
Yeah, watching Discovery, they were talking about the different
Dialects.
across
Mhm.
the United States. And
Yeah.
when they got to Texas, the woman who was doing it was phenomenal. I mean, she went from Louisiana, which is a
Uh-huh.
completely different dialect than
Yes.
Texas. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
And then she goes to Texas and starts doing this Texas
Uh-huh.
Texas accent. And we were at the time looking for a name
Mhm.
to change. And she says, this is called the Magnolia Drawl.
Yeah.
And she's from Texas. So I went, oh, that's perfect.
Oh, yeah.
So I text her real quick. I'm like, hey, what do you think of
Yeah.
this?
That's great.
So,
So
it
it
ended up
fit.
sticking. Yeah.
All right.
With the Magnolia representing the Louisiana side.
Yeah, exactly.
Very good. Well, congratulations. I am so glad to see you guys coming up and getting out and everywhere.
Oh.
You've always been busy. I've always seen you playing everywhere, but
Yeah.
great to see you doing a lot of activity, a lot of live playing, and it's going to be a lot of great. I know the fans will appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I definitely am putting the 19th on my calendar. So
Right
I'll be
on.
there.
Thank you.
Very cool. Well, best of luck to you, and thanks for coming to the show. It's been great to talk to you and everything.
Thank
And,
you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much,
We
Diane.
appreciate it.
have
Thank
a lot
you
of fun
so
at the
much for
festival
having
this
us.
weekend. Great. Hope you get a great crowd and
Oh, I'm
everybody
sure.
gets to hear that California cowgirl. California cowgirl. I'm going to. Oh, yeah, but you guys know what I mean there.
I knew exactly what you meant.
Yes, exactly. Great. So Mary and Shellie from Magnolia Drawl, thanks for being here in studio, and we'll see you out there soon.
you so
Yeehaw.
much.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you.
Right on. That
Very
was
good.
good.
If I
Yeah.
could talk straight. I always said the best mark of being a professional is being able to screw up on the air and laugh at yourself.
Right?
All right.
Exactly.
Well, that's the vulnerability
Exactly.
part that everybody loves, right?
I start thinking something and I'm starting to talk and it just doesn't come out the way I said it. That
Yeah.
was like, oh, it's so annoying. But thank you guys for being here. That was so
Oh,
Yes, that
thank
was
you. Thank you
wonderful.
so much. Oh, we want to give you some t-shirts. We've got either regular Magnolia Drawl t-shirt.
Mhm.
We've got California Cowgirl tank tops or Magnolia Drawl tank
Tank
tops.
tops.
Which one would you like?
I like the Magnolia Girl one. In Louisiana.
The
Yeah.
Magnolia Drawl?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you want a t-shirt or a tank top?
The tank tops are really stretchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I don't know. What do I want? I think I probably wear t-shirts more than I
T-shirt?
Do you? Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Is that
Thank you.
what-
That's awesome.
Can I have a bumper sticker?
Of course. Anything you would
And
like.
you have a CD, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right. I want to make sure that you had one yourself.
I do.
You
yes,
do,
this is
okay,
mine.
okay.
I brought mine in and donated to the cause.
Oh.
Just for the.
I
just
can
for
bring
the
one
area
for
of
the
mine.
studio too. Should I have one for the studio as well?
You sent that thing to Michael, right? 'Cause I resent it to him when I was asking about the interview, so I know he's got that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if he has the whole album though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll ask him because I know he doesn't like us to just go off and play whatever we want to. He's like,
Right. I'm surprised you did
I
that.
know.
Yeah.
I know. I was waiting for the text. I said, "What are you doing?"
Did he say it was cool or did you just do it?
No, I didn't even tell him.
Right on, chick. Good rebel.
He texted me for like 10 minutes.
I
and just
love
been
her.
like,
Oh, really?
That is so classic.
But I don't see it because I'm like talking and I
Right.
don't pay attention to my phone.
Right.
And, that's rude. To be look at your phone.
We're not still live on Facebook, are we?
Delete.
Yeah, let me get over here. I'll fix that.
Delete.
Whoops. Hang on. And we should take a picture before you leave.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
absolutely.
Sure.
I think Thomas is still here, so I'll see if he can take it.
Thomas. I think I spoke with Thomas.
Let me see what's going on here.